Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I am Ana Lues Abelio together with my group mates, Christine Pactain, Jude Caballero, Albert Caranay, Cristel Buok, Princess Siban, and Joseph Cabalya. We are here to present our advertisement analysis about Pantene #Whip It. So the first is the ad description or context. The advertisement promotes Pantene's hair care product in the Philippine market, specifically positioning the brand as more than just appearance focused, but aligned with women's empowerment. Set in an office and everyday social contexts, the video begins by showing a man and woman performing similar actions, making presentations, leading teams, being assertive. The man is praised like boss or the leader, while the woman doing the same is labeled with negative words like bossy or loud. Visually, the ad uses split screen or paired comparisons, moderate lighting, and professional settings. The language is English or Taglish, and the key slogan ends with the #WhipIt, paired with the message, "Don't let labels hold you back."
Identification of biases, stereotype, discrimination. What stereotype appear in the ad? It appears women labeled bossy, emotional, and loud, and men are labeled assertive, decisive, and leader. Does the ad portray a particular group in a diminished, inferior, or objectified way? And how? It shows social role stereotype. Women judge more on appearance, and men not just subjective to the same appearance-focused labels. What assumption or cultural norms underpin the ad's messaging? Focuses on women needing to overcome labels rather than changing the system that produced them.
May resonate with the marginalized group, women, but appear ordinary or unnoticed to majority group viewers. This means that the Pantene ad might be meaningful for a woman who felt left out and overlooked in the society. Potential harm include suggesting women must be constantly prove themselves. The Pantene ad might be imply that women always need to work harder to overcome negative labels labels or stereotype, which which can be tiring and unfair. Oversimplifying cultural gender issues. The Pantene ad might make it seem like a gender inequality is just about labels and individual effort, when it's actually a much larger problem involving the societal structure and system. Risk of causing washing using activism for marketing. This means that the Pantene ad might be using feminism idea to sell products rather than truly supporting the gender inequality. It could come across as insincere or explorative.
So, good day. The Pantene label against women, it is a advertisement that aims to position the brand alongside with these themes: confidence, self-empowerment, and modern feminist values. It uses side-by-side comparison like boss versus bossy to show how women are being judged more harshly for the same behavior as men. So this contrast, it reveals the double standards when women face in leadership, also in appearance and everyday actions. Although it is shown in the Philippines, it reflects a universal issue, highlighting how gender bias exists in many societies.
If our group were the advertising agency for Pantene, we would redesign the ad by broadening the scope of labels beyond just gender, including age, race, or skin color, like too dark versus healthy tan, and social rule like a man staying at home labeled lazy versus hands-on father being labeled positively. We would show both men and women in diverse roles and rather than just sweeping the labels ourselves. Show the environment like workplace, media, and social network changing the way it labels people. We'd include scenes of people supporting each other, changing the levels together, and end with a message that brands, society, and individuals all have a role, not just the labeled person.
Reflection encourages more critical viewing of advertisement who labels whom is asked to adjust. Well, in this case, the work ethic. A man working late is a sign of dedication, while a woman is selfish for neglecting his family. Realization that empowerment ad might still rely on stereotype, which is actually to in this case, which is actually feminism, promotes awareness of subtle messaging that influence gender expectation, again feminism. Well, in this case, it is actually at targeting women that buying this shampoo to feel more confident builds a mindset of choosing brands and crafting message aligned with inclusive and thoughtful communication. Well, in this case, it is actually a label against women. But Pantene flips the script into a more positive way, which is emotional branding, articulating a specific target audience, which is the professional women, those women who are working a full-time job. Pantene is a brand that specifically targets women, which is actually empowering them to feel more confident.